Khan, Shalom, Shalom, Barakatha Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Kal Halal Wahawarla, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Recha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone GMS, who rule well, who teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Adon Ratazah, that is to say, Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So, yeah, all right. Going more into this, India and Pakistani situation. Okay. All right. More updates on it. All right. So, yeah, we can see that this is escalating, man. This situation is escalating. Okay. And as you can see, I've got this article from the WashingtonPost.com, which I screenshotted, and I'll put the link to the actual article in the description box beneath, Lord willing. All right. Let's put recently. Okay. Updated today. All right. 7th of May, all right, Wednesday the 7th of May. So, yeah, the Washington Post, all right, they say that Pakistan has retaliated. The headline says, Pakistan claims to have downed Indian warplanes, vows response to strikes. India's military said the strikes were in retaliation for a militant attack in Indian-administered Kashmir. Analysts warn that the risk of escalation is rising. Okay. Yeah, because they said the shot down 5 Indian jets, all right. So yeah, if it's not one thing after the next, man, right? Things are heating up, things are popping off. Okay. Islamabad, Pakistan, India and Pakistan were on the brink of direct conflict Wednesday for the first time since 2019. After India launched its deepest and deadliest strikes inside Pakistan in decades, and Islamabad claimed to have downed several Indian warplanes. Pakistan's government said 21 people were deleted in the strikes, including 2 children. India said it avoided Pakistani military and civilian targets, and that the operation was aimed at militants in retaliation for last month's rampage by gunmen in a popular tourist area in Pahalgam in Indian-administered Kashmir. India linked the April 22nd attack to Pakistan. Islamabad denied any involvement and has appealed for an international investigation. The overnight attack has rattled Pakistan, a nation of more than 240 million people, which had braced for Indian military action for weeks but had not anticipated the strikes would reach its heartland. At least 16 of the victims were unalived in Pakistan's Punjab, the country's most popular and wealthiest province. It was the first such Indian attack on Punjab in more than half a century. While the overnight strikes had echoes of a confrontation between the nuclear-armed powers 6 years ago, Wednesday's aerial assault was much more expansive, and its potential consequences more far-reaching. In 2019, after a similar militant attack in Kashmir, India responded with a single strike in a remote part of Pakistan. In the wake of the latest barrage, the countries traded rhetorical blows, with each trying to own the narrative. Okay. The operations was launched to provide justice to the innocent victims of the terrorist attacks and their families, Indian Sophia Qureshi said at the media briefing. The operation targeted 9 T-era IST camps, and we fully destroyed them. Pakistan characterized the attacks as, open quote, cowardly, end quote, strike on civilians and on the nation itself. Okay. Yeah, so we see every day, man, something mad is going on, all right? You see? And there's, many distractions out there too, man, all right? Everybody's now stuck on that new Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, which they say that the game's going to be released, next year, May 2026. Okay. But yeah, man, things are heating up in the earth, man. This is a time of war, not a time of peace. Okay. You're going to hear wars and rumors of wars, all right? The word rumor, going back to that word rumara, mean noise. Okay. So we're just hearing noise from these different nations. Okay. Book of the prophet Isaiah chapter 21 and verse 6, which reads, For thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. All right, and I'm declaring what I'm seeing. Okay. And he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, a chariot of asses, and a chariot of camels, and he hearkened diligently with much heed. And he cried, A lion, my Lord, I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights. Okay. That's what, a watchman does. All right. He's constantly watching and also warning his flock, man. Okay. See, the world is heading, for a great calamity. Right? World War III is around the corner, which means the MOTB is even closer. Okay. Again, wars and rumors of wars, man. All right. See, and we're notifying you of these things that's taking place all throughout the earth. All right. Verse 9, and behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen, and he answered and said, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images of her gods he hath broken unto fat. Let's get this. I'll screenshot that too, just to save space. Verse 9, Isaiah 21, verse 9, and behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen, and he answered and said, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images of her gods he hath broken unto the ground. Right? Okay. Yeah. America's, Babylon. You see? And yeah, America's going into World War III. Right? And they're going to lose, man. Okay. And he cannot hide what he's doing, man. Everything is returning back on his own head. All right. Yeah. So that's what's happening, man. All right. It's chaos right now. All right. Got Elam, banging on each other as well. Yeah, man. The Lord's going to put down the rulership of these heathen nations. All right. Especially E. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, and we measure the time, the times through the, scriptures by linking up current events that's going on in the world, and filtering it through the Bible. Okay. Because, man, prophecy is just popping off. Okay. That's how we know what time we're in. Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yeah, and he's doing that through earthquakes. All right. Tornadoes, tsunamis, wildfires. Okay. There was the recent one in California, earthquake. All right. And there's just constant earthquakes all the time, all around the world, in diverse places. Okay. Constant tempest and, different natural disasters and things of that nature. So the Lord is visiting the world which he made, man. All right. So, with that, I'm going to say shalom.